Hi guys, it's Rue and today I'm very excited to be doing a review of the Goss number 13 foundation brush. So a little disclaimer before I begin. Things have changed in my lighting setup. I'm a lot more illuminated now, but I'm still trying to play with the lights and things, so it might change, it might vary, you know, don't get too comfortable with it. I was filming in daylight in my last video and I did prefer that a lot more, so maybe for reviews I might go back to that. So just be on the lookout for different lighting changes and expect them and stuff, guys. The second thing I'd like to point out, as you can see, I'm wearing like a Illuminati like all-seeing eye print. Don't start with the comments, guys, like about secret societies and stuff. I can't be bothered. It was just a t-shirt I bought in Glasgow that I really liked. I don't need a hard time for wearing something. It was just a cute t-shirt with a good pattern on it. So now that's out of the way, let's get on with things. So as always, I was not paid to do this review. I was not sent this brush free. I bought it with my own money. I waited, I ordered, and I received. And I'm not paid by Goss or an organisation to do this review, obviously. I know that when he does his videos, if you know him, he's a YouTuber. He doesn't get paid to do reviews or anything like that, so very much in the same light, guys. It's a completely honest opinion of the product. So here we have it here, guys. This is from the Face set. He released a kind of brush line previous to this, a collection, and it was made of squirrel hair and this one's made of goat hair. And this was more like an updated version based on what people wanted to see with the products, the changes they wanted. I think some of the brushes are bigger, things like that, and he really listened to the advice of people and improved upon the collection, even though there wasn't much to improve upon, and brought the Face set out. So I purchased this brush off of Love Makeup. I think they're the exclusive retailers of Goss brushes in the UK, as far as I'm aware. I don't think you can buy them anywhere else. Of course there might be people selling them on eBay, but as far as I'm aware, it's Love Makeup where you can buy these brushes, which is actually a really great company. And that's one of the great things about the experience with this brush. It came in one day. I ordered it before 2 PM on Wednesday and it was there at the same time I ordered it on the Thursday. Absolutely phenomenal delivery times. So Goss has definitely got a good company to retail his brushes through, and I definitely loved how fast the service was. It was easy and fast, and that's really what you want, because you don't want to wait for like forever for brushes. So the question you're dying to know, yes, the hairs in this brush are by far the softest I have ever felt, ever in my entire life of using makeup, buying brushes. They are by far the softest brushes I've ever felt. I knew they were going to be soft, but I didn't anticipate how soft they could actually be. I have brushes by Tom Ford that are pretty soft, and this excels them by far. Even my boyfriend noticed it, like when I showed him the brush, said, wow, that's a lot softer. And that's someone who isn't really into makeup, and they even noticed, so that really is a testament to how soft these brushes really are. They're natural fibre, and they're from goats as far as I'm aware. The previous collection were squirrel brushes, but these are goat, and I absolutely love how soft this brush is. I also adore the shape of this brush. It's very well crafted, it's cut very well, it's very dense, but it's also not too dense. It's dense enough that it spreads the product without catching your skin, but it's, you know, it's just the perfect blend. He's really got it right. It's a fantastic brush collection from what I can tell by here, and I think it's great that they came out as singles, because the whole set was 180, I think, and for a brush set I'd never tried and a start-up kind of venture of his, I didn't want to just jump right in for the full set. And I did look at the previous collection and I did like a lot of the brushes there, but there was nothing that was special and unique to what I already had in my collection. It was very like other collections out there, and what I mean by that is, for example, the foundation brush from that collection had a kind of like cut shape similar to the Dior. It had a similar, like, just very slightly similar. Like the only similarity is that they both were cut at an angle. And I felt like I didn't need that brush. I didn't feel like I needed any of the brushes, although I really wanted to try them. So the fact that these came out as singles and they're much more affordable was great. It means I can try, and now I know for a fact I will be buying the full collection when the money becomes available, and I can't wait to stock my entire collection and use exclusively Goss brushes. Mid-filming, my cat has come to say hello. Hi. Now that my ginger pussy has left, I can get on with the review. Now these brushes are made in Japan by artisan brush makers, as far as I'm aware. I'm afraid I don't have any of the promotional descriptions for this collection. I'm sorry guys, I should have downloaded it, but it's a very beautiful gloss finish handle. You can see that the name is engraved now. It wasn't before. I think it was printed on, but it's laser engraved now, so it holds up a lot better. And on the back it has the number 13, which is obviously the brush it is. A very sturdy handle, well crafted, comfortable to use, good length, not too long, not too short, just a really beautifully made brush. Now I try to deal with synthetic brushes as much as possible, and I would go as far to say that before I received this Wayne Goss brush, I would say that I prefer synthetic marginally over natural hair brushes. But this has definitely changed my opinion. But to do a comparison of other natural hair brushes, I have the Tom Ford bronzer brush. This is one that will be compared to a lot because Tom Ford is almost kind of the best of the higher end makeup brushes that are available widely. You've got Chikuhodo and Hakuhodo brushes, which are far superior to these, although there is rumours that they're made by those companies. It's the only thing I can compare it to because they're easily accessible. I'd have to order from Japan to get Chikuhodo brushes, and I'm not going to do that. I'd rather just get them up front. Maybe in the future when I'm expanding my collection more. So the Tom Ford brush has long been one of my favourites, and it's the softest brush I've ever felt, like ever, completely. It is very well crafted, beautifully designed, unusual, not like anything else on the market, and above all, you have a giant brush. You get a lot for your money. This retails for about 80, and you just get a lot of brush for your money, and sometimes you like to just overindulge and sweep this over your skin. Just kind of indulge yourself because it's such a beautiful product. Now the Wayne Goss brush is so much softer. It's, as you can see, in size they differ greatly, but in quality this far outperforms even Tom Ford, and it is significantly softer in my opinion. I don't know what type of goat was found to produce these brushes, but it is the softest goat I would have ever encountered. You get a lot of cheap kind of brush sets from China and things. The hair is so coarse and it doesn't really put down product well, but this is just so beautifully made. And Wayne Goss has said that these are cruelty free. Now I don't know how that works, I don't want to get into it. If I was vegan I probably wouldn't invest in these brushes, obviously because they're animal hair, but if I was vegetarian I wouldn't invest because I can't guarantee, you know, the animals might be kept for whatever. I'm not going to get into that. They are cruelty free though. The animal hasn't purposely died for this brush, which was a really great move by Wayne, and I know that he spoke in a video that he had difficulty getting that and it would be easier just to, you know, go the non-cruelty free route, but he went ahead and he done that, which is something I applaud him for. So that's just another bonus to this fabulous brush. The performance of this brush is something I have not experienced with other brushes as well. It glides foundation on beautifully. It's great for setting as well, setting, you know, in small quantities with powder. Obviously because it's natural hair it will pick up powder beautifully and it won't hold on to the product as much. In terms of downsides with this brush guys, I do have a few things I want to speak about, but please note, these are things that I don't think Wayne can help. These are things that, because he's just starting this brush company up and it's his dream and he's just getting it going and it's being successful, I don't expect these things, but if I had to be completely honest, these would be the things I would nitpick at, but they're not big issues and they're not something that hinders the brush in any way. So the first thing I'd say would be the packaging when the product is delivered. I know that the big brush set comes in a cardboard tube and it's tied with a ribbon and some paper and a little card that says his name on it and things and a little bit of information. That's fine, but when this arrived, it was just wrapped in brown paper in the plastic covering. And 35 isn't too much for a brush of this quality whatsoever. The pricing is fabulous. I do wish though that it came in maybe a box or even wrapped in tissue with the card itself. I just wish that it was presented a bit more, and that's mainly because I think it deserves to be presented a bit better. This is such a phenomenal brush and it deserves to be presented in a far superior way to just wrapped in, you know, brown paper packaging, but I'm sure in the future when the brushes are more successful and the company grows, it will definitely get better packaging, so it's not even a problem. Although if you were definitely going to give these as a gift to someone, you might want to invest in the full set or get these and wrap them yourselves, because they definitely could use some kind of special wrapping if it was a gift for someone. The second thing is just the brush hilt. I do feel like that it could be nicer for the quality of brushes they are. It's definitely on par with Hakuhodo and Chikuhodo, and I just feel like the brush would benefit from a more unusual designed hilt. I feel like the hilt of these is quite similar to that of Illamasqua's. See here? Very similar. and I just feel Illamasqus brushes are okay, but they're nothing in comparison to the Wayne Goss brushes. So I would like maybe an unusual design, something maybe on the line of the Tom Ford brushes, something possibly like the ones that Ray Morris has, and the J series of Hakuhodo brushes, where the end is kind of sliced off. Just something unusual, maybe a different colour, I don't know, just a little bit fancier maybe, but I'm sure that will be something that happens in the future. That will be something when the brushes are more successful, that it will have that, you know, feature. So that is all I can think could possibly be improved upon on these brushes. Those things, and they're such minor design things, but I am a graphic designer, I'm a photographer, I'm a fashion student, and design is something I really crave, and I do think it could be, you know, a bit more fanciful, but it's not even a product issue. The product themselves are just so beautiful, they deserve to be showcased and as something slightly better. Now I have washed this and it held up beautifully. I washed this with my Bobbi Brown conditioning brush cleaner and I lost no hairs from it. It retained its shape, it still is soft, and it's just amazed me beyond belief. I just want to say I'm so happy that these brushes are so good. I was really worried they'd be bad because Wayne Goss is such a good, nice person. His personality is so, you know, genuine. He's very, you know, knowledgeable, and as a freelance makeup artist I've learnt a lot by watching his videos. So supporting him and you know, helping out him with his brush venture was definitely something I was going to do, and I'm so happy they're so good. This is by far the best brush I've ever used. I can't wait to stock my collection full of these. I will definitely be using them on myself, on other clients when I do makeup. It's phenomenal, and just definitely, if you've not watched his videos before, check them out. It's just a really great, genuine, funny person who really gives knowledgeable info and cares. You know, he really cares about the product you're getting out. He's tried every brush. He's tried all the companies. He owns all the Tom Ford brushes. He owns all the Ray Morris brushes. He knows what needed to be put into the market and he produced it, and that is a beautiful quality animal hair natural fibre brush at a price that isn't extreme. It's priced at, I think, 35 to 38, and that's enough so it's a luxury product, but not so much that it's an exclusive designer boutique item that you can't afford, like Hakuhodo or Chikuhodo, which retail for like £400, and girl, I ain't got that money. You can pick these up from Love Makeup. I strongly suggest you check them out. They are beautiful performance. If a demo of this was something you'd like to see, leave that in the comments and I will definitely try that out. I apply my Givenchy BB cream with this, and I've also applied my Immaculate Hourglass foundation. Because it's natural fibre, it does absorb a lot of the product. It's a very thirsty brush, and although that's an inherent problem with natural brushes, definitely be careful with thicker foundations like the Hourglass Natural Immaculate Powder Foundation, or whatever it's called, that it really eats up the product and you get less. So I would use synthetic, but for powders and creamy liquidy foundations it almost performs better than synthetic. So I hope that review is helpful for you guys. These brushes, as I keep saying, are so beautiful. I can't wait to buy more. Definitely subscribe, like and follow my channel, and do the same to Wayne Goss's channel. I'll leave it in the Dropbox information bar. And just, I can't even go into how great this brush is. So thanks for watching guys, and I'll check you later. Bye!